Okay, so this is going to be a very brief introductory video just to look at the next stage of simplifying algebraic fractions, because last time we did some that looked like, this example at the top here, where you've got 6xy over 12x squared y, and you want to simplify this fraction. And all we do is we divide the top and bottom by things that go into the top and bottom. So you can divide, for example, the top and bottom by 6. You can divide the x and the x squared by an x. So that would become like a little secret 1 there, and that x squared just disappears. And you can divide the top and bottom by y. And that means on the top you would get a single y. I'll write this down. And on the bottom, 2 lots of x, and that is all. So that's what we would have had last time from doing our simplifying. Now, if you look at the example we just had, which was, if I write it down underneath again, 6xy divided by 12x squared y, it's written as a multiplication sum of bits and pieces, numbers and letters on the top, and a multiplication sum of bits and pieces on the bottom. Before you try and simplify an algebraic fraction, that's what you want to aim for, because it's easy to see what divides into the top and bottom. But say we look at this example here, which I'm going to call big important example number 1. Say I wanted to simplify 3x over 6x minus 9. Well, these aren't written, at least the bottom bit isn't written like a multiplication of letters and numbers. It's 2 separate bits. The top it's 3 times x, but the bottom isn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the bottom in factorized form. Because factorizing means writing, okay, you're using brackets, but it means writing something as a multiplication sum. So I'm going to take out a factor of 3 from the bottom. I'm going to use just one bracket, and I can write this as 3x over 3 times 2x minus 3. I can now see that 3 is involved in a multiplication on the top and on the bottom. So in other words, I'll be left with, when I divide top and bottom by 3, x over 2x minus 3, like that. The next one down, which is kind of harder example number 2, is 2x plus 6 over x squared plus 7x plus 12. And both the top and the bottom, they're not written as like multiplications of bits and pieces. They're just lists of bits of algebra and numbers. To see what to do when simplifying, I'm going to factorize the top and the bottom. So to factorize the top, I'm just going to write this down. I'm going to use a single bracket, because the top is the same as 2x plus 3. On the bottom, I'm going to have to use 2 brackets for this. There's no easy way around it. So I'm writing 2 brackets, x and an x. I need 2 numbers that multiply to give me 12 at the ends here, and that add to give me 7. Well, if you give it a bit of thought, you'll see that one of them is probably plus 3. Well, it is plus 3, and the other is plus 4. Okay, so another little clue as well, when you're doing these questions, say when I factorized the top and I ended up with an x plus 3 on the top, really often, like most of the time, when you factorize the bottom, there's probably going to be an x plus 3 in there as well, or at least there's got to be something on the bottom that matches with something on the top. So that's often a clue as to what you can look for the factors. Okay, so I'm going to divide the top by x plus 3, the bottom by x plus 3, and I'm left with 2 divided by x plus 4. Okay, I'm going to get you to watch another couple of more detailed videos, but that's an overview of what we're going to do today.